everyone. So I have something really cool I want to show everybody. I'll start off by saying a lot of you are going to want this, but you're out of luck because you're not going to get one because they're not being made anymore. But I'm still going to show it nonetheless because this is one of the coolest things I've ever got. So this is a fully adjustable set of standard grippers from Cannon Powerworks. And the way this works is the springs are all interchangeable with these handles. So I have a regular set of handles, and then I have these extended handles for doing like heavy negatives. So one is knurled, the other is smooth. I have the full set of springs that were available at the time when this was being produced. I didn't know the person personally or at all, but the machinist who did a lot of the work for Cannon Powerworks passed away last year, and this was one of the things that he was helping with. I know he was helping with the choked grippers and these adjustable sets. So when he unfortunately passed, that work stopped, obviously. And then Matt Cannon at Cannon Powerworks found a whole bunch of parts and pieces that had been left over, and he was able to put together a few sets to sell. And these came available a couple weeks ago, and I was lucky enough to get one. I had always wanted one of these, but when I discovered Cannon Powerworks, like they were selling these things, but a lot of the pieces were already sold out or unavailable, so I was never able to get a complete set. So that's the backstory on this, where it came from and why it's not available anymore. I think he had enough for like 4 or 5 sets, and I even ended up with an extra tungsten spring, which is cool. Yeah, so it comes with the handles, the springs, the tools for the hell, I don't know what these are called, but the Allen keys for these screws, the set screws, that's what they are. So I got extra set screws, some extra tools, real comprehensive set. The one thing I didn't get that I wanted was I wanted one of these handles, but I wanted it filed, like this. So filing a handle makes you work harder to touch it, touch the handles when you're doing a close. So this extra bit of space here that's created by the filing, it makes you that much stronger as you train. So I wanted a filed handle for my adjustable set. None of those were available, but luckily, Canon has some extra handles laying around, and he and I made a deal that he would file one and give one to me in exchange for some stuff I'm going to send him. So I will get a filed handle, which is going to make this even more comprehensive. So I'm super excited about it. So enough talk. Let's get to showing you how this thing works. So the springs go from silver to tungsten. Silver is the easiest. Iron is next, and then there's a wide iron. I'll do a comparison of these. It's so wide it hardly fits in the bag. Come on. Okay. So there's the wide iron. So here's the regular iron, and here's the wide. So it's kind of hard to see, but the wide one, it is not significantly wider, but just this extra couple of millimeters goes a long way once the handles are on, which I'll show you. So then, yeah, so the iron wide, the wider it is, the harder it is. And then titanium is next, and then tungsten is the strongest spring that of the standard line. In the last couple of months, some new grippers like gold and nickel have come out, I think, but this was before that, so that's why I don't have those. So one other thing that's cool about these is you see these lines here. These are different mounting points for the handles. So the lower you set it, so if I set the handles to here, it's going to make the gripper a little bit easier. Flush would be to make it the most difficult. So you have 3 or 4 areas here to play with to make your grippers easier or harder depending on how you are training. It's quite powerful. Yeah, and it's really easy to put it together. So you take a handle. I'm just going to flush mount these. So these sleeves slide in. Yeah, then you just tighten down the set screw. You don't have to tighten it like crazy. Put the other one on. Boom. You have a gripper. Yeah, can't get a good angle. I'm not using my right hand because this is still messed up, so I was going to just mess around with my left here a little bit. But yeah, that's all there is to it. And then, you know, as you're training, it's really easy to swap these out. It takes just a couple seconds. Loosen them off. And let's say I want to make it real easy. So I just line up the handle to that third mounting point, tighten it, do the other one. So yeah, looks a little strange, but I mean, in a matter of seconds, I went. There we go. So yeah, that's all there is to it. Matter of seconds, I basically got a whole new gripper out of the same one. I'll throw the longer handles on here so you can see them. So I guess some of you may be asking, like, what benefit does this provide? And the answer to that is it allows me to downsize my gripper collection even more because I'm not a collector. I basically just have the grippers that I need, and that's about it. I don't really care to collect. I'm actually I'm the opposite of the kind of personality that likes to collect things. I'm more of a minimalist. I don't like having a lot of things. So anytime I can downsize something, the better. So these will allow me to downsize my collection a little further. Just reduce things that I have here at my desk. One thing I'm also going to do is I'm going to take these handles and I'm going to get them drilled for the choker hardware. That way, if I want, I can also make an adjustable choker. So if I want to do like really heavy choked on a tungsten, you know, I can do that. I'll have that ability. I'll probably get these. I'll probably get this filed. One of these longer ones filed, just because. I don't know. We'll see. I don't do heavy negatives, so you know. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think the getting it filed would really do much. I don't mess with this kind of stuff a lot. But basically, you can use 2 hands on these long handles, and you can do a heavy negative. That's what that's for. So, or it just looks like, you know, a ridiculous gripper to someone who doesn't know. You can show your friends, and they'll just think you're a weirdo. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this set. Just wanted to show it to everybody. I don't know if anyone's ever seen one of these or not. They're not super common. So, pretty cool stuff. What else is there? Oh yeah, this also helps I have this Robert Barabin adjustable gripper here. Let's see if I can get this down without knocking everything off the shelf. Yeah, these are cool, but it's pretty bulky. It takes up a lot of space. This effectively replaces the whole thing, so I don't need this anymore. So it's going to go to someone who can use it, and it's not just going to collect dust here. So that's great. I also have these pinch attachments that went to this. I could actually get a set of these made by Arm Assassin Strength Shop that would fit on my handles here. So if I wanted to keep something like this, I could just have these made. But I've sold all this away to someone who's going to use all of it. So I'm happy about that because I don't like keeping stuff that I'm not going to use. I'd rather it go to somebody who's going to put it to good use. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. These are really cool. Here at the end of the video, I will post a little graphic that shows the RGC levels for each flush point or mount point. So each one of these has an estimated rating, so you can have an idea in your head as well of where you're at and how you're training. I could have even had this rated. Cannon would have rated each spring at all 3 levels and told me what that was. But the estimates are good enough for me at this point. Yeah, so this is going to effectively replace. Let's see. I won't need these chokers. I wouldn't need this tungsten gripper. I don't need this Robert Barabin. I'll keep my Iron Mine because they're the original set that I bought. I wouldn't need this filed Cobalt anymore once I get the filed handle. So basically I'll have my original set of Captains of Crush grippers. And then I'll have my big ones over here. My GHP 9s. This Holt gripper. These choke number 4s and GHP 10s. Obviously I'll still need those. These number 4s. This Robert Barabin 365. And then my non-choked GHP 10s. So we'll still keep those, but I can definitely reduce the number of the weaker grippers that I have. Yeah, I guess while I'm showing the desk, you probably have seen some of this stuff in my videos. So these are dexterity balls, and these are for active recovery. So you just roll them around here. These are really big and heavy though. So lets me be more dexterous and gives me a good pump and just helps my hands recover. These are smaller ones. So that's all those are. My Heavy Hands trophy, various medals from other things. I like Spider Chalk, but I also use Friction Labs, so I'm not beholden to one brand. And then all my supplements that I use over here: multivitamin, glucosamine, turmeric, creatine, and then amino acids. So yeah, I guess that's a full tour of the desk here. I have all my set blocks and bands and stuff up there. So anyway, I hope you liked seeing the adjustable set. It's really cool. I'm excited to use it, and it's just a really cool, unique thing to have that you're not going to see a lot in the grip world. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Happy New Year. So here's the settings for each spring at the different mount point or setting, as it's referred to here in the chart. You can see the increments that each spring has, and you can see there's a little bit of a gap between the silver and the iron, but at that low of an RGC, it's not really a big deal. You can always use a bumper from Cannon Powerworks as well. You can get an extra 6 or 7 RGC to help close that gap, but I don't think anyone's really struggling too much between 80 and 100. I know some people are out there, but it's probably rare. And then here's the settings for the ratings for the wide iron, again, for each of the points. So, pretty cool set. Um, I'll be using it a lot, especially on my left hand as I work on getting it stronger and getting it caught up to my right hand. Taking a little bit of a break from grippers right now, though. After my 3.5 cert run, I got to train for the Arnold, but grippers will be coming back soon. Take it easy.